mercy. Ain't no mercy.
Luke Cage Season 2 had came out just a month and a half ago. This is a really late review. I know, I am sorry. I just did not got the time to review this. I have been doing other stuff. I've been wanting to do other things. But I was finally able to complete Season 2. And this tells the story of Luke Cage once again, as he's dealing with a lot more personal problems. He's having a hard time with his relationship with a new girlfriend, and also he's having a hard time getting back together with his father. And this season basically dives deeper into Luke Cage's mind, and we learn a lot more about him, and we see a lot more flaws than there was before. And it's more personal this time around. And the show doesn't shy away from anything once again. And it goes all out with the story. The action is awesome, I have to say. I think it is a lot better choreographed than in the last season. And it just felt a little more realistic here. I also love the environment of Harlem. And it does feel like it's a living, breathing environment with a lot of people. You felt like you are in this city. The performances across the board are great, and the characters are once again fantastic. And as I said, the show dives deeper into its main character, with his father, with his relationship, with him, how he's struggling to become Harlem's hero. But it's not just Luke Cage that the show basically explores more of. We get to explore more of the villains, we get to explore more of the side characters and what they're dealing with. And while it could sometimes feel jumbled, for the most part, it really worked. And I was a lot more invested in these characters than I was before. And that's a rarity for something Marvel related. Usually, in Marvel things, they do dive into the characters more as the movies or shows go on, but sometimes not as much. Here, this is one of the rare few times where I think that the characters are so deeply developed, and it just made me care more about them this time around. And that is something I really love. That is my biggest praise, is how it handled the characters and what they're dealing with. And yeah, the action, as I said, is cool. Well choreographed. I love the cinematography. I love the way it's shot. Now, I want to get into some issues that I have with the show. The choice to sometimes put in a whole song in the middle of a scene, or have it be an entire scene of just someone playing some jazz music, it sometimes just felt like drawing out the episode to be longer, and to just add a different scene. To basically put out more episodes, give them more time. And it just felt unnecessary at times. At times it worked pretty well, but there are so many other times where I could just be like, come on, let's progress on with the story. It just felt like a commercial break. Like a food break or something. You could skip that part, you could listen to in the back. I know. The choice to add music in between scenes just felt unnecessary sometimes. And another thing that I had is probably why I also kind of took long reviewing it. It doesn't have that same rewatchability factor as I think all the Marvel and Netflix shows had. And I think that because just that the pacing is just really messy within the episodes. All of them actually sometimes. And there are certain scenes that just felt like placements to extend the episode. And I just could not really get into that. And that kind of basically dragged on the show a lot more than it should. I don't care if you want your show to be long or short. If all I need is a good story, and I'll be fine with it. I don't care how many episodes you put out as long as it works. And I think this season too much at times heavily relied on basically getting every 13 or 12 episodes out. And that kind of made the season feel like a bit of a drag at times. But that is my biggest complaint with this season. I overall really enjoyed it. I liked how they dived into the character the more. I loved the environment of Harlem. I loved how the story has dived deeper into its morals and what being a hero is going to be really like for someone like Luke Cage. Mike Colter as Luke Cage is excellent. I love him in this role. The episodes do feel dragged out at times and the pacing's real slow, and the choice to add in a jazz scene in between other scenes just felt jarring. But other than that, I enjoyed season 2 of Luke Cage, and if you enjoyed the first season, I think you're going to enjoy this one. Probably not as much, but if you did not like Luke Cage, you're not going to like season 2. Because there are some people that I talked to that did not like this show. So if you enjoy the character, you'll be fine with this. If you don't, you can skip this. I'm going to give Luke Cage season 2 a B. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys next time.
I torture you. I'm a slave to your game.